Are we live? Are we live out there? Yeah! Did I just blow out your speaker hole? Did I blow out your speaker hole, people? How y'all doing out there? Man, I don't know about you, dude, Eric, but I am feeling grateful today. You know what I need to do before we do this? I need to go to my settings and make sure this thing don't turn off midway. Hold on, guys.
Well, that's right.
That's right. You guys, I am feeling so grateful today. Today I feel more relaxed, Eric. I feel like it doesn't matter as long as I'm cool, as long as I'm chill, as long as I'm just facing this day. And there we are. Like a baller. As long as I'm facing this day like a baller. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wait. Y'all want to see something? Watch this. Oh, it's a scorpion. It's crawling. Oh, wait. Oh, it's moving. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't see that, can you? It's moving up my arm. What if it stings me, Eric? What if it freaking stings me? I'm not scared because I'm fearless. Oh! Oh! Fearless! Look at those white tennis shoes. That says fearless, folks. That says freaking fearless. Look at those guns. That says fearless, y'all. Today's about fearlessness. You know what I'm saying? Fearlessness. But before we get to fearlessness, just want to shake it all off. Tell everybody how grateful I am for all of you for being in my lives. Telling you how much fun I had at the last Stage It show, Eric. Did you have fun?
I had a good time, man. It was good to see Jeremy. I'm glad he would quarantine himself in his house so he could join us.
That was super cool, man. I mean, seeing my brother was awesome because I haven't seen him. I mean, I've drove by his house and waved at him on his kid's birthday. He drove by my house and waved at me on my kid's birthday. But seeing him and actually sitting in a room with him and jamming with him and seeing him smile like that, it made me feel really good. Because I know you and I have been playing music like every day in here, right?
Yeah.
So seeing him get out and do that was really cool. Something that happened that's really cool is yesterday, Will had his 5-year sobriety.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'd like
Congrats to Will, man. Awesome.
Way to go, Will. Way to go, Will. Today is Chad Pavlovich's actual birthday.
What?
Way to go, Chad. Way to go staying
Get it,
alive
man.
for another year. He's the berserker.
The berserker.
The berserker. Do you like to making berserker? Oh, my love is like a ticking clock, berserker. We love you, berserker. Let me see who else. Matt Noveski and Will were in the studio today.
I saw.
We have given them the acoustic version, and they are adding parts to it, so we have a completely different version.
Guess what? They sent them to me already.
They sent them to you? They heard it? I haven't heard them.
I know you have.
Are they good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they're good.
Yes.
So what I've done is I've asked them to film themselves, and I'm going to make ourselves a little film, getting the guys back together from afar.
Oh, and if Ryan's watching, you're watching out there, I watched the little test video you did. You look so good.
Does he look good?
He looks so good.
Does he look good? That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Staying positive over here in Texas, making music, getting the album done. But you all know why we come on Tuesday nights.
Tell us why.
You know why we come on Tuesday nights, and that is, hi to me, please.
Hi to you.
Does anyone behave no sound? Does anyone behave no sound? Does everybody have sound out there on Instagram? Do y'all hear me? Give me a yes. Someone give me a yes. Someone say yes. Someone say yes. Yes, sir. Good. There we go. Let's take a deep breath. I reached out to a few friends of mine over this last week, Eric, and I said, am I doing too much? Like, am I putting too much on these people? Like with these steps that were, am I sounding like a preacher? Am I sounding like I'm shoving this down people's throats? And all of them said, no, it doesn't. Because you tell them that if it's not for you, they can go somewhere else, right?
Right.
You tell them that if it's not for you, to check you out on Stage It or come back Friday and we'll rock out later. This show is something that means so much to me because it's about something that saved my life, right? And there's so many people that have also been reaching out to me on Instagram and on Facebook and saying, man, I'm so glad we're doing the steps because I can't go to a freaking meeting. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I get it. But the more I work on these steps, guys, it's helping me. And it's amazing because I literally sit at my table every day and prepare for these Step Work Tuesdays with y'all. Step Work Tuesdays with you guys. So I want to begin, if that's okay. I'm going to play y'all some songs, but whoever is out there that has started from the beginning, first of all, I want to say you can go to getbackup.tv. And if you're just tuning in now, go to getbackup.tv, and there is a recovery section in the catalog. Go to the catalog, put it, and you'll go to recovery, step work with Justin. You can start at step 1, step 2, step 3, and now tonight we're on step 4, which is probably the most brutal step of all. But why are we calling it fearless? Why, Eric? Because what do you do when you're scared? Eric, when you're at the river and you're standing on top of the cliff and your girl jumps in and she looks at you and says, jump, what do?
You gotta jump.
You gotta jump.
Yeah.
You gotta say, bye, fear, because my girl did it. I can't come out looking like a little chump, right? So what I'm telling you is not jump off a cliff. I'm telling you guys that tonight is about fearlessness, okay? It's about fearlessness. That's why I sang that song, Fear. It hit me so hard. So I'm going to start from the beginning and say that the reason we meet on Tuesday evenings together, all of us, which I'm all great. Here's
kisses for everyone.
Oh, I just want to hug you all, you sexy people. The reason we meet on Tuesday evenings is to discuss these troubles that we have as a team of people who seek peace, peace of mind, peace to the soul. The troubles we discuss, such as depression, addiction, alcoholism, loneliness, despair, anger, could be a direct result of some sort of faulty wiring that we were born with, Eric.
Right.
But to be truly honest with ourselves and to give ourselves a full chance, to give ourselves a complete chance, we have to own up to what part we play in it all. Our troubles are some sort of, it has to do with something of our own making at some points. That's why we're reaching out. And that's what we have to do at this time, is to find out what is our own making in our troubles and what is not ours. What were we born with? You know, yes, I was born with depression, and we're in mental illness month, right? May, mental illness month,
Yeah. Yeah.
May for mental illness. I got depression, always had it.
Oh, I'd say mental health awareness.
Mental health awareness, whatever.
Right.
You know, what I'm trying to say to you guys is that we're all here, some of us are, to find out what is missing in our lives and why we feel that hole and that void. And what I've asked you guys to do, and I'm just going to do a complete quick thing here, is that probably about 2 months ago, I asked you guys for step 1, and I asked you guys to write down 10 things in your life that describe how you might be powerless over this problem that you want to fix and solve, and how you want to change for the better. That's the first thing I asked you to do. The second thing I asked you to do is to read those things, those 10 things aloud every night before you lay your head down at night. And I've asked you to pray to a higher power. Now that's crazy, because guess what that means? I've asked you to become spiritual. That's hard, because some people all right now are going, what the hell am I watching? Off. That's cool, man. I'll catch you on Friday, bro. Peace out. But to others that really want to find this pure peace, Eric, I like to say the first time I found my higher power, or that I knew something existed, is when I got lost in the woods when I was a kid, right? And I prayed and prayed, and it was 2 a.m. I got lost in the middle of the woods. I prayed, please, please, God, if you're up there, help me get back. And somehow I made it back. 2 miles sleepwalking in the middle of the freaking woods, and somehow I made it back. And I knew then something up there was bigger than myself, right? So I've asked you guys to find something pure that you can pray to, the birth of your child, The loss of your father, the loss of your mother, a relationship that led you to pure happiness, the first time you touched the ocean, the first time you smelled the rain, things like that. That can be your higher power right now, but you have to truly believe in that higher power in order for us to move on. Because I've asked you to be spiritual, and spiritual means that you're being honest, which means free of deceit, sincere. Honest, free of deceit, sincere. That's a piece of you that you have to find right now. You have to be open-mindedness. That means willing to try anything new that might help you in this process, right? That means if you're sitting there going, that dude sounds freaking crazy, I wish he'd play a damn song, right? That's not being open-minded, mofo. Oh. That's not being open-minded, right?
Sorry, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was that you? Was that what you were? Yeah. And then the last part of being spiritual is willing.
So that's how, right?
How? Get it? Honest, open-mindedness, and willing. I'm going to make it really simple for you. That is being spiritual, right?
Got it.
So then I've asked you on step 3 to make a decision to turn your will and your life over to that purity. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah,
right?
That's not an easy step.
That's not an easy step. But you have to find something called faith, complete trust or confidence in. I have complete trust and confidence in myself that through this step work, I have found more peace than I've ever felt in my life, Eric. Through humility, not being arrogant, absent of ego, a modest view of oneself, courteously respectful. I love that line. Courteously respectful.
That's like Southern value right there.
You know what I'm saying? It is.
Of course, we like that. Yeah.
And the last one, surrendering. So there is a point when you're just sick of fighting. You're just sick of feeling a certain way. And that's what I'm getting to, because now I've just went over all 3 steps with y'all in a very short time, because I have to go over those 3 to start number 4. There has to be a point in your life, if you're making this journey with me right now, that you take a hard look at yourself and you ask yourself, what do I want out of this work that I've been doing this for? What do I want of this work? I've been working with Justin for the last month, 2 months on this. What do I want out of it? Because he's talking a lot and he's not playing my thumb. Right? Right? This is what we want. To be comfortable again. To be comfortable in our own skin for the first time. Wow. What does that feel like? To find happiness? To find peace? Is that what you want out of this? Because those are 3 amazing things. We want to, listen close, like ourselves. We want to like ourselves. We want to look in the mirror for once and go, I like you. I accept you. I accept you. I like you. That's what step 4 is about. How can we like ourselves when we don't even really know who we are, though, Eric? That's the big thing. How can we like ourselves? How can you truly like yourself if you don't even know who you are? This whole time we're talking about, I got to find some higher power, got to find some higher power to help me like myself, to help me like myself. Well, I said that it might be faulty wiring, it might be depression, it might be addiction, it might be all that, but until we really, truly take a hard look at ourselves and be proactive on this journey, we might never get the answer, right? We want to like ourselves. How can you like yourself when you don't know who you are? Well, right now we need to learn who we are. And that's what step 4 is about. Learning who we are. Learning exactly who we are. How do you learn? You look at past history, right? And that's how you learn. You look at past history. How did we learn how to, I don't know, fix this and fix that in America or other countries? You look at the history and how it's happened, and you learn from history. Right. So what I'm asking you to do right now is the 4th step in a nutshell. This is me in a nutshell. This is me in a nutshell.
I'd forgotten all about that.
You know?
Movie.
Yeah. The 4th step is, listen to this. The 4th step is basically a map to finding ourselves. The 4 steps whole purpose is to sort through the confusion and the contradictions of our lives that leave us confused and feeling lost and wondering why we feel a certain way, which is usually sad and empty. Let me say that again.
Yeah.
Step
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. Step 4 is a map of looking at the history of your life so you can sort through what has confused you and where you got lost from the happiness trail. Got it? You understand that now?
Yep.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
But I don't know how it works yet.
Yeah, you don't know how it works yet. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, this is what we're going to do, right? And I know my manager's probably like, now's the time you play a song. No. This is important. If this isn't for you, turn the station. Go watch freaking Tiger King. Something. That's a good show, Eric. I don't care what you say. You haven't given it a chance. Anyway, how do we like ourselves? We have to get to know ourselves. How do you get to know yourself? You look at the history and you find out what has happened in your life. So what I'm asking you guys to do on step 4, the definition of step 4 is to make a searching and fearless moral inventory. Searching and fearless moral inventory. Take a deep breath. You're going to make a list. A positive and a negative list. I'm going to make this really simple. You're going to make a positive and a negative list, okay? Now, if you've got paper out there, okay? If you've got paper, this is where I want you to start writing, okay? I love all you guys, by the way. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for being here because this helps me. And I know at least 10 of you out there have reached out to me and said that you really enjoy this. For those 10 people, I'm truly going to give you my heart tonight and let you in on the things that I've done. Make a positive and a negative list. I'll make it real easy for you. Make one piece of paper that says positive. Make another piece of paper that says negative. And you'll probably need about 10 pieces of paper between them.
Right, because you said searching.
Searching and fearless moral inventory, okay? On the negative list, there's things like guilt. You can write these down if you want. Shame, remorse, self-pity.
So you're writing down feelings that you have.
This is just the feelings to help you understand, and then I'm going to explain the rest.
Okay.
So on the negative list, write down guilt, shame, remorse, self-pity, resentment, betrayal, depression, loneliness, anxiety, failure, fear, denial, all those negative words, okay? Now what you're going to do, this is when it opens up. I want you to look back at your whole life, and this is going to take a while. It took me years. So I'm not going to tell you guys do it, and next week we're going to start on freaking 5. You know, this is something that you have to really be serious about. On your negative list, make a column and put things that you have done that have negatively impacted your life. Eric's eyes went like this. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. And half the people right now are probably going, oh, screw that. I'm not doing that. That's why it took me 2 years to do this step.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying about fearless because, I mean, a lot of people are probably going to be like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And 10 of them will actually do it.
Sure.
And for those 10 people, I salute you because you got balls, baby. This is the kind of list that when it was told for me to do, I went and sat in a damn room by myself and hid it under my mattress, even though I didn't know the people that were with me. I was scared somebody would find it and read it. The negative things that you have done in your life. I mean, start from when you were a kid. The first thing I can think of, I'll give you an example. First thing that was on my list was I used to live with Jeremy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to live with Jeremy. We used to be roommates. And I remember one time I left a bowl of oatmeal out. Just out. And it was disgusting. I never washed anything. I was just a disgusting dude. And Jeremy opened my room and threw it in the room, right?
Oh, wow.
Saying, you need to wash your shit.
Yeah.
Well, my crazy ass called him from my girlfriend's house and said, "Hey man, I'm at the hospital. I walked in and stepped on that broken glass, and now my foot's cut open, and you should feel really freaking bad about it."
Oh,
Which was completely bullshit.
right.
I just wanted to make him feel bad, right?
Well, yeah, because I guess you felt bad about what he did. So.
Yeah, of course. But that's what we're doing here. But that's the first inclination of, wow, that was fucked up.
Sure. Yeah.
That was messed up. So I wrote that. That was one of the first things that I wrote. And then it went on and on to people that like I dated and might have not been faithful to.
Sure.
It's basically a list of things that you've done that have never negatively impacted your life. And this gets really uncomfortable. I'm sorry to say it gets truly uncomfortable. Half the people on here are probably not going to do it, but that's okay. That's okay. This step saved my life because I got to take a look at people that I had cheated on. I got to own up to a lot of things that I wouldn't have, and I might have blamed other people for. Like I could have easily said, "Well, Jeremy threw it on the floor and it broke." You know, but what was the whole point in the first place? Because I wasn't being respectful of living with someone, and it just started this it just started this weird behavior, and so I want you guys to make a list of things that you've done to other people, things that you've completely done that is all your responsibility. uh, I can go all day about things that I've done, but this isn't about me. And then I want you to make, on the other half, things that have happened to you that are negative, right? Uh, I don't know. Maybe something happened to you when you were a kid, and and it's and it's stuck with you and made you uncomfortable, maybe made you angry your whole life. But this is when it gets how do you say uncomfortable. This is when it gets uncomfortable, and these are the questions I want you to ask yourself while you're writing these things down is who or what do you fear? Like when you're writing all this stuff down, you sit down and you say, higher power, please give me the strength to write these things down. And then you write them down. Doesn't matter how short or how long they are. It's just a matter of how open you are with it. Um, yeah, it's step 4. Someone says I just got on here, but it has to be step 4. Uh, Being accountable for my own actions as well. This step is hard look in the mirror. Yeah, you're right. This step 4 was one of the hardest things I've ever done before. It needs to be reviewed and redone over and over and over and over and over. That's why I don't feel weird about this being the dark point in the show, because this really isn't a show tonight. This is like an eye-opening experience for all of us. I know people that it's taken 3 or 4 years to even do this step, because you have to be. I had to look at every friend that I've ever had and gone, what did I do? How did I do that? I mean, it's peeling back layers, right? And then I had to look at things that have happened to me as a child. Someone asked, am I using the AA Big Book? You know, I go back and forth from AA to NA. The moral compass of it all is honesty, surrender right now, fearlessness, faith, and humility. Um, who or what do I fear? Think about that for a second. What's making you not want to write certain things down? For me, when I was getting sober, I didn't want my wife to find out that I had cheated.
I can imagine that.
Right. You know? I didn't want
So
my...
did you choose not to write it down, or did you just...
Oh, I had to write it all down. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I wrote it all down, and then after you write it all down, step 5 is you meet with someone and you read it to them. Someone that you trust.
Ooh.
You know? But the point of writing all of it down is to get it off your chest and to take a hard look at yourself, right? I'm asking you to do something that might be very painful, and you don't have to do it. I'm just saying that this is what gave me peace. I'm asking you to do something that is very painful, to resurface things that have happened to you as a kid or happened to you in your life. So and so broke up with me. So and so, I remember, man, this girl that I love cheated on me, right?
Ooh.
Broke my freaking heart, right? With one of my great friends. One of my great friends broke my
Mm.
heart, and I wrote these songs about it. Oh my God. But then after I figured all these steps out and I wrote that on my inventory list, Eric, I wrote down that she cheated on me and it made me angry and not trust anyone, right? So I
Sure.
wrote that down on my inventory list, things that have happened to me. And I wrote it down that she cheated on me. But then you know what I found out when I went through the damn inventory? That I had cheated on her before that. That it was my fault.
Mm.
I just didn't want to recognize that because I wanted to be the victim. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
really hard. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that people wouldn't want to write down just because they don't want to look at it in the face. They don't want to own up to that.
Right. And for people that don't need help and they're happy with their lives, that's exactly it. They'll be like, I don't need to face that. I'm good. Then be good. Go on with yourself. Do it. But for the people that just keep driving their life into a wall and over and doing the same things and having the same negative effects, and they keep hurting the same people, or they keep letting themselves down, or they can't put down the drink and they can't put down 12 drinks a night because something in them is just eating them the fuck alive, or they can't stop doing blow, or they can't stop doing this, and they can't keep a damn job, or they can't be a good parent to their kids, or they can't be a good husband, or can't be a good wife because of something that happened in their past that's making them this way that they're blaming someone else for. It's time to take a look at that. That's what I'm saying. And
Wow.
that might just be 10 or 5 people on this list of
Sure, sure.
3,000 people wanting me to play a song. You know, I ain't playing a song yet. I'm just fine. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the people that want to be here for this. But what I'm saying is I'm asking you to do a very painful thing. Step 4 is writing down a list of things that have happened to you and things that you've done that have negatively impacted your life. But I'm telling you that facing pain is unavoidable when you're doing this. It's unavoidable. Unavoidable, and for me, it's a motivating factor in all of it. Because I know once I face it, Eric,
Mm-hmm.
I can say bye to it. Okay, here's a perfect example. Once you tell someone you lied to them, you're really powerless over their reaction, right?
True.
And they can either go, I give you another chance, or fuck off.
Right.
Right? But it's over. It's
right.
over.
It's a weight that's been lifted off of you now.
Yes. It's a weight that's been lifted off of you so you can now concentrate on what you need to concentrate on in life. Being a good father, being a good mother, being
Right. You
present.
can move away from that mental block that you might have had with that person.
That's all we're trying to do right now.
Got it.
Is to tap into these things. I'm not asking you to become a changed person. I'm not asking you to do a dance of recovery. I look good when I do that. All I'm saying is this list might take you a while. And I was always wondering, man, when I make these lists, I don't want my wife to find these lists. Holy crap. You know?
Yeah.
This is something that's personal, y'all. You don't have to share it with anybody. But facing it is something that we have to do in this program. Facing it is what will set you free. Facing it is what will set you free. You know, when you're asking yourself, what do I fear? What is so scary in my life? Why am I always looking over my shoulder? Why am I so depressed? Why am I so sad? Then you ask yourself, what have you done to cover up that fear? Maybe you drank too much. Maybe you disappeared. Maybe you weren't present, fully. How have I responded negatively or destructively because of fear? By drinking too much. By not facing the fact that you need help, Big question is what have you cheated yourself of in life by not facing this fear? That's a big one for me. By letting things eat away at you, letting things eat away at you, letting things What's the worst thing that could happen if they all found out that I did this? Well, they could tell me they don't want me in their life anymore, and then they might leave.
Right. That's a big fear cycle.
But guess what happens if they leave? I can still live on and start again. Guess what happens if I just try and do it and I really mean it this time? Then maybe in a year they'll see that I meant it and they'll give me a second chance. You know, it's uncomfortable stuff. It really is. Make a searching and fearless moral inventory. You know? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to write negative things that have happened in your life because of you, and then negative things that have happened in your life because of others. You know? And I want you to keep it to yourself. I want you to freaking keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, but I want you to write that. And then when you're done with that, I want you to write the most amazing things that you've done in your life. There's the positive side. Don't forget about that. Oh, negative Nancy Justin! Here, negative Nancy Justin. Let's tell them something good about themselves. You know what? The fact that you're freaking listening to this is one of the things you can write on there.
That's right.
The fact that you're sitting here going, I want to be better. The fact that you're just having there with a... Look at you. If you're sitting there with a pen and you got a piece of paper, that's freaking amazing. Because most people ain't got time for this crap. Most people don't even have a problem. They're wondering why they keep losing their job. You know? All I'm saying to you is you have to then go, what have you done in your life that has been amazing? Graduated from high school. Graduated from college. Had a baby. Married the love of your life. Lost the love of your life, but got up and fucking did something for yourself that just got you back there. You know? Church. Something positive in your life that you love mowing the freaking grass and you're the freaking best at it. That's something positive, right?
Or
something
like saving up for something that you want and
There you
getting
go.
it.
There you go. There you go. Saving up for something that you want and you didn't spend money on alcohol for it, but instead you went out and you got yourself a loan and you got yourself a car.
Right.
Or you got yourself that first apartment. Or you moved out of the house and you're finally just, woo, you're doing it. Or you're in a sober living house right now and you're going, I can't believe I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Fucking congratulations. That's fucking hard. Just not returning to the dope is hard enough. Not doing it and actually going to the store and buying groceries is the hardest freaking thing in the world. So congratulations, you bought freaking groceries today and you fed your freaking kids. Or you fed yourself. Or you made your freaking bed. Or you woke up and took a freaking shower, you smelly son of a gun. That's something to congratulate yourself. It's the small things that we need to look at that congratulate ourselves. Here's something. Write this down, Eric. Write this down. All the positive freaking people that you letting in your life, that you're allowing into your life, and all the negative people that you're pushing out. Write that fucking list and make it so positive that when you read it, you're like, damn.
I want to be that guy.
That's some good shit.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. You know? And then write on the other side, and I'm talking, I saw a sunset today. I'm talking, I caught a fish and I made it for my kid. I'm talking, I taught my kid how to pick up dog crap in the back. These are all positive things. We're living in a good world where everything's a freaking opportunity, and that is a positive. Your kid made a C, right? I'm so proud of Blue right now. She's got straight freaking A's, right?
That's amazing.
Straight A's. That is one thing on my positive list right now that I did not expect. Thank you, God, higher power. Look at God. Look at God. That's what I'm telling you, man. These are all positive things.
Yeah.
Being here with you guys is such a positive thing. It would be the top of my fucking list. Number one, the fact that I get to share these steps in this beautiful life beyond writing songs and playing songs in Blue October, that I have a show on Tuesday nights where I can talk about this beautiful thing called recovery. And maybe 5 of you will listen, but that's all that that's all that matters. Positive things that you did in your life that you're responsible for. And then on the other side of it, guess what? Positive things that others have done in your life for you.
Ooh.
Got it?
Yeah.
There's 4 things you got to do. Negative that you've made happen, and be honest. Because if you're not, you're bullshitting yourself. Look at God. And then negative things that other people have done, and you gotta be honest. Or if you're not, you're bullshitting yourself. And then the best parts, positive. What have you done in your life that was positive? Graduated, got your freaking GED, got a freaking job. You're the manager at freaking Whataburger. Yeah, dude, I'm freaking jealous. I want that freaking hat. You know the orange hats with the freaking W? That's freaking legendary.
Legendary.
Positive people. What if positive things have other people done for you? That's 4 different things. This list is going to be big, y'all. This list is going to be big. And half of it's going to be painful. But what did I say about that? Until we face our pain, it's unavoidable. But once you face it and look it in the eyes and tell it, I accept you and I'm going to learn from you because I want to learn more about myself, then that is where you're winning. So, with all that being said, that's step 4. Whew. Eric, do you have any questions?
No, I'm feeling pretty clear on it. Just have yourself a list. You know, it's reflected positive and negative, and then one's you're responsible for positive and negative, and then another one's other people are responsible, positive and negative.
Yep. And you know what you're going to find? Check this out. This is just funny because when I made my list, I found that I was feeling so much guilt in my life and shame that made me very paranoid. It made me very sad and added to the depression. It added to the darkness in my life. I was feeling a lot of guilt, but when I separated those lists of things I did and things people did to me, I saw what I needed to feel guilty about and what wasn't my fault.
That's a little liberating then.
And what wasn't my fault, I could let go of that guilt right then and there.
Right.
And be like, I had nothing to do with that. You know, and that's why we're doing this. What did I say at the very beginning? And then I'm going to play your damn songs, man. We're going to party some serious songs, y'all. Right. What did I say at the very beginning? Look at this. Look at this. Where is it? I said, how can we like ourselves when we don't even know who we are? What did you want out of all of this work that you've been doing with me? You want to be comfortable in your own skin. You want to find happiness and peace. And we want to what? We want to just like ourselves. What we are doing in step 4 is learning about ourselves, looking at the history of ourselves, so that we can learn, we can evaluate ourselves, and we can discover the things about ourselves that we want to change. That's the whole point of step 4. So we can look over this and go, that's where I went wrong on that. That's where I went wrong. That wasn't my fault. Ooh, what I thought was their fault was my fault. And I need to own up to that. That positive, I should feel positive and I should feel very happy with myself.
Right.
You have to pat yourself on the back in life.
Someone's asking, do you want us to write how it affects us? Or no, you just want to write what it is?
No, not how it affects you.
Okay.
This ain't therapy yet. I mean, this ain't therapy. I'm not a therapist. I'm saying don't write how it affects. Just write it all down. Gotcha. Write it all down, you know? And then what I want you to do when you write all these things down is go to your higher power, because guess what? Step 3 is you have faith in that higher power, right? Faith means you're giving it up. You got faith that you need something bigger in your life to find this sanity, right? Mm-hmm. To find this peace. And you're going to read these things at night. You're going to move past that step 1, and now you're going to move on to this list. Might start with 1, might start with 5, might start with 3 of them. It doesn't matter, but you're going to ask your higher power, man, wow, I did this. Let me read this to you. I should shut up now.
That's good.
Any other thing I need to clarify, Eric?
I'm looking for questions, but...
Yeah, let's look at questions. We all need to have an Eric in our life. You're so right. He always responds positively. Oh, do we have to admit what we did to that person we hurt? Or should... No. Just seriously, don't make this more complicated than it has to be. Just do what I'm saying now.
Right, the step.
You
don't have to do a leap.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you this. If you started at step 1 on a staircase and I said, jump to step 12, you'd say, I can't jump that far, right? Well, you can't jump that far. You got to take it one step at a time, right? Right? Preach. Someone said preach. Have a page of notes already. Oh, look at you. 14 years sober. Oh, man, look at this. This is great. That's all I'm going to say tonight about this. Eric, should I express anything else? Be fearless, guys, right?
Yeah. I guess I keep seeing, how do you go through these steps as an atheist? And I feel like we get to touch on that quite a bit.
What was that a question?
Yeah.
How do you go through these steps as an atheist? I'm going to tell you how you go through these steps as an atheist. When you're looking for a higher power, we're going to roll back to step 3. Higher power does not mean it has to be Jesus. Does not mean it has to be Buddha. Does not mean it has to be even freaking Satan. If you're a Satanist, if that's your thing, if that's what you're into, then woo! I wish you well. A higher power just means something pure in your life besides yourself. I'm going to say it again. An atheist has children and thinks it's a beautiful moment, right?
Yeah.
An atheist has stepped into the ocean on a warm day and felt the purity and the nostalgia of an ocean touching their feet, correct?
Yeah.
That is not man-made. That is pure bliss. That is a higher power right there. An atheist smells rain before it comes and thinks, that is not man-made. God, something bigger than ourselves must have made that, right?
Right.
An atheist has every right to be just as happy and pure as a Christian, a Buddhist. You smell what I'm stepping in?
I totally feel you. I think it's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where your higher power comes from. It just has to be the pure, peaceful moment that you can hold on to.
Exactly. Someone says a God of your own understanding. That's exactly it. And I'm not saying, oh, God, he needs to bow down to the God of rattlesnakes. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at these. Have you ever gone backwards? What do you do?
Oh,
if
you mean
do?
like
You mean gone backwards on, yeah. That's why these steps, guys, I do them today. You're not just going to get to step 12, Eric, and then go, it's done. You're going to practice all of these steps in everyday affairs. So you can always start over, and it's always a new, joyous way of looking at things. Let's look at other comments. Hold on. Where'd it go?
Oh, whoops.
Hold on. Where'd it go?
Did I lose it?
No, go back over here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. You smell what I'm stepping in? Thank you. I understand, Valerie. I wish I would know. Let me see. Chocolate is my God. Okay. If chocolate takes you out of self, man, go for it. 1 year sober for the second time. I met you 4 kids later. 24 years sober still. Your music really gave me the world. My world in my head. Oh, a voice. Oh, that's great. Step 4 is crazy good. Yeah, it is, right? You cannot be sober. You cannot. Okay, I can't read that. You are all this time the best. Okay, anyway. Guys, I've had a wonderful time. Step 4 is seriously an eye-opener. It really is. With that, if you guys go to Get Back Up TV, getbackup.tv, you can start at step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. It's all free. I'm not telling you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to share my experience, strength, and hope with you guys. I'd like to play something off the new album that has a lot to do with what we talked about tonight. Being fearless, right? This is called Who Do You Run From? Who do you run from, man? What are you scared of, though? What do you take back home? Who's gonna save your soul? There's a devil inside of me. I see him laying on the floor. I cut him open, I watch him bleed to death. Now he won't come back no more. I could just stare at him with his eyes so bright. He was my safety net. He was my middle of the night. So who do you run from, man? What are you scared of, though? What do you take back home? Who's gonna save your soul? When did we fall back down? When did we fall on faith? How do we reach the ones who push us away? And how do we see the light in our time of need, when all we have to do is just believe? Oh, who do you run from, man? What are you scared of, though? What do you take back home? Who's gonna save your soul? Who's gonna save your soul? Who's gonna save your soul? Who's gonna save you? Who do you run from, man? What are you scared of, though? What do you take back home? And who's gonna save your soul? That's great. That's so appropriate of what we talked about. Who do you run from? Like, what the hell are you so scared of?
Yeah.
You know? That's great. Let's take another question. Oh, gosh. I've always from a family all work at home. I'm alone. It gets easier and better. Calling them. Ooh. Okay, I'll do it. How's everybody doing out there? You see any questions, Eric? Step 3. Well, wait.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Let's see. Justin, thank you so much for clearing that up with such a beautiful answer. I don't know what I cleared up, but consider me like a rash cream. Oh. I clear it right up.
I was going to say proactive or something.
I'm proactive. Yo, I'm proactive because I clear that shit up. Hey. Sorry, let's see what other people have to say. Okay. Fear is my recovery song. That's awesome. I love you. I love you. You try and find a question on there. I'll try and find one on here.
Yeah.
How do you make peace with your childhood? You make peace with your childhood by doing exactly what we're talking about tonight. That's why we do it. We look back at our childhood. We look back at everything that has happened to us. And childhood, I mean, it's probably not going to be your fault. You know, we look back at everything that has happened to us and we evaluate it, you know. So let me see here. Let's see what we got. You find any questions? Which ones came first?
I guess somebody asked, when did you write the song? Who do you run from? Like, what were you going through at that time?
Well, this new album, that's a good thing to talk about. This new album is about my depression. Everybody has always said, hey man, since you're in such a good place and you're such a happy place, you're always so happy all the time. You're so happy all the time. And yeah, it's because I found tools on how to deal with my depression. But like I said to my publicist when I was doing it, I was like, this album is about welcoming depression into your family since you know it's going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life. And why not invite that ghost to dinner so you can at least get to know him instead of keeping him outside with the dog trying to ignore him. You get it?
Wow.
So it's basically just owning up and saying, man, that's a piece of me. It's a part of me, you know, and I'm not ashamed of it. And
I remember hearing the lyrics to "I Laugh at Myself."
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, wow, those are, you know, not concerning, but
Dark.
yeah, it was dark. And I remember you said you showed it to someone and they were kind of worried, and they said, and you kind of came back and said, as long as I have a creative outlet
Right.
to be able to do this,
Right.
this, I get to let out these lyrics, but it's not going to affect me.
Totally. It was Sarah. It was my wife who said,
Okay.
wow, I'm worried that you're going to be right back where you were if this depression gets any worse, And I was like, no, because I've got this outlet, and through my higher power and through working these steps, I find ways to lay out things in front of me and know that songs, talking about it, working the steps, creating is my outlet, and I'm able to talk about depression on this album in a way that I never was before. Whenever I talked about it before, it was always, look at me, look at how depressed I am, I'm a victim, I'm so sad, let me tell you how shitty my life is, right?
Right.
This is, look at me, I now see it as another piece to my imagination, so I can write an even more dark, romantic, beautiful piece for you. Which is why you look at Oh My My's first video.
Yep.
You
Dark,
look at Oh My My's.
yep.
Yeah, you look at Oh My My's first video, and let's talk about that for a second. And then I'll play Oh My My. Oh My My's first video. That's me in a nutshell. The people are very upset because there's so much blood, but guess what? It is the most beautiful piece of art that I could have done while we're in quarantine and isolation.
Right.
I got the chance. I'm in such a good place in my life that I could find a guy named Johnny Chu.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should go follow Johnny_Chu on Instagram. He's a filmmaker, director, and animator.
Yeah.
And he said, what do you want this to be about? And I told him, I want it to be a modern day Van Gogh, where this boy gives his right arm for her because he loves her so much and he can't show her enough. And they both come from a dark past and they both complete each other.
Right.
And it came out beautifully. And today I am so grateful that I have this outlet and I have people around me who inspire me and push me to be the greatest, even when it's about things like depression, paranoia, romance, confidence, peace, serenity, all those things. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know what I was just talking about, man, but I want to rock.
You want to rock?
I want to rock. Here we go, guys. Freedom Ink Tattoos. Look at my hat. Best tattoo parlor in the world. If you don't like it, then you're freaking wrong. Screw you. You wear black hair, I have blue. You look sadder than most girls do. The way you walk around, always watching the ground. Well, I like watching you. Your friends, they don't like me. I think they're jealous of my tattoos. I'm not a bad guy, just like wearing black. I'm not scared of anything but saying this to you. It's going down. Neither of us wanna be alone right now. What you gonna do? Oh my, my. Yeah, I'm loving all your warning signs. 'Cause I'm a sucker for you, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high. Yeah, you're my type. Danger, danger. I'll be waiting by the blacktop. Yeah, like a cigarette stain for you. Every day I just won't go away. I'm not scared of anything but saying this to you. It's going down. Neither of us wanna be alone right now. What you gonna do? Oh my, my. Yeah, I'm loving all your warning signs. 'Cause I'm a sucker for you, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high. Yeah, you're my type. You're danger, danger, oh my, my. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the lonely kind. Because I'm loving all you, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high. Yeah, you're my type. Danger, danger. I'll go anywhere you want me. 'Cause you want me to. Caught my eye. Watch us free fall. Catch me. I'll catch you too. I can. I'll go anywhere you want me. 'Cause you want me to. Caught my eye. Watch us free fall. Catch me. I'll catch you too. Oh my. Yeah, I'm loving all your warning signs. 'Cause I'm a sucker for you, oh my. Girl, you get me high. Yeah, you're my type. Danger, danger, oh my. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the lonely kind. Because I'm loving all you, oh my. Girl, you get me high. Yeah, you're my type. You're danger, danger. Woo! I guess I gotta make some announcements now. With my chest hair. With my chest pubes. Right? With my chest pubes. Look at those. There's none on there. I got my cheagle. Hold on. Wait. Let's see if wait, this way. There's cheagle. Ready? Caw-caw. 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 Wait, that's not how a eagle says. So you go, caw. Caw.
I don't know.
Caw.
I don't think it.
You like it. Okay, check this out. Our new video for Oh My is out now. It is crazy. It is weird. It all came from my brain hole. I hope you enjoy it. Johnny Chu is the man. He's working on our Moving On video right now, which is amazing.
I'm stoked for that.
I'd like to thank Jeremy for coming and sharing the last week's Stage It show with me. I've got some good news for people that are overseas. Y'all ready?
What's up?
Next Friday's show, which is getting close to sold out, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's getting close to sold out. Next Friday's show, it's going to be all the singles.
That's
Not
right.
just the ones that we charted, all the singles that we released. I'm talking Black Orchid, Should Be Loved, The Feel Again, Moving On, because it's going to be a single. Ooh, what am I talking about? Chills. All of these, all the songs. They're going to be, it's like 20-something songs. I'm going to try and make it all happen, but I'm going to make it happen. But what I want to do is we're adding a second show, but it's not going to be on Friday night. It's going to be on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central.
Oh.
So people overseas
Can watch
in Russia,
it.
UK,
Not have to stay up
Germany,
till like 3
not have to stay up to 3 a.m. So I want to let you guys know I heard you all out there, and I wanted to let that happen for you guys. So that's going to happen. So that's going to go up live tonight, and I love you guys. Let's see what else we got. Acoustic version of Oh My is out right now on all platforms. Go check it out. The Get Back Up TV. Go to getbackup.tv. It's a platform that we have created, my partners and I, where you can get everything Blue October, and you can sign up to see the premiere of Get Back Up, our documentary, on May 21st on that platform.
Yeah, it's going to be through getbackup.tv.
Through getbackup.tv. And all the people that pledged, guess what? Your emailers went out today saying that your DVD's on the way to the house. But if, for some reason, it does not show up at your house, we're giving you a coupon so you guys can watch it for free from your house on May 21st.
There you go.
Just so that you guys don't beat me up and burn my bus.
Meet you in a
down.
dark alley.
Meet me in a dark alley. I ordered that thing 8 years ago. Where the hell is it? Oh, poof. You know? You can also go to getbackup.tv and rent the full open book show. If you've ever wondered what an open book show is, go there and rent it. I filmed it a year ago. I edited it all together. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Go there. I don't want to. I don't want to bombard them with more announcements. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys. Thank y'all for being patient with me during these Tuesday step shows. They mean a lot to me. They're helping my sobriety. They're helping my sanity. I love every single one of you guys. For all of you people on Instagram, you're going to have to go over to YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube or Facebook.
In a second if it cuts off. If not, then I love you guys. I wanted to say also a special thanks to Gene Wells. He's a really good friend of mine, and he's been a really good friend to me lately. Just reaching out and knowing that, life isn't always peachy keen. And just thank you, Gene. I also want to say to everybody out there to stay safe. Um, you know, I know that rules, people are letting things open up and stuff like that. I'm not going to comment on that. But I just want everybody to stay safe and remember that you are important. That all of this step work is for your eyes only. And that is to help you. Because what do we want out of all this work that we're doing on ourselves through all these Tuesdays together, for all this talk? What we want is to be what? Comfortable in our own skin. To find happiness and peace. And the main goal out of all of this is to just like ourselves. That's it. Okay? Go to Get Back Up TV, start at step 1 and go through all of it. I just can't tell y'all thank you enough. I am so grateful. Eric, do you have anything to say? Do you want to say anything, Eric? Because I feel like I just talk all the time and I don't ever let you say anything. How are you, Eric?
Doing super, man.
Yeah? You're a Superman?
Doing super, man.
That's great.
Can't wait for, things to clear up, hopefully. And just do the things that, come with being a social person. I mean, I don't feel like I'm a super social person in the first place.
Right, but you like to go to like the tap room and have like a beer and have like a burger, a vegan burger.
Oh yeah. And then just hang out with my folks and go to the river and.
How are your parents doing right now?
They're doing super, man. They're doing a pretty good job of isolating and they're doing a lot of stuff around the house. They got solar panels put up.
Ooh.
So they're learning how to use solar panels. It's a lot of fun.
That's amazing. I never want to seem like I'm not asking about you because everybody on here always asks about Eric and how his parents are doing because they know that what y'all like to do is every Friday y'all like to go to each other's house, right?
Yeah, on the weekend.
On the weekend and like cook, play games.
Exactly. Make a big vegan feast and sometimes watch some hockey games too.
Go Dallas Stars. I'm now a Dallas Stars fan because of this guy because they have green jerseys. And who's one of the players?
Tyler Seguin.
Tyler Seguin is amazing. I had to put that on my 4-step. I just lied. All right, guys. I love y'all. Stay good. Go check out Get Back Up TV, getbackup.tv. I'm going to be thinking of some creative merch things. I'm going to be thinking of more giveaway. I think Eric and I are also, just one thing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
We're going to finish some songs, and we're going to give some songs away.
Yes.
We're going to give some songs away.
We talked about putting out a song just to
say thank you.
Getbackup.tv for hanging out with us during this time,
That's what we want to do. I think we're going to do that with a song called The Boxer.
Ooh, that's a good
I have literally made it official. We will be giving away The Boxer, the song The Boxer. It is no longer going to be on the album. We are going to give it away on Get Back Up TV once we're done with it. And thank you in honor of all of your support and helping us through this isolation.
Absolutely. It's really great to have supporters and fans and friends that like to hang out with us on Tuesday and Friday.
That's right. And with that, I will say, have a good night. Oh, these are dirty. Have a good night, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys Friday for another show. And one more thing, stage it. One show. We're doing all the singles, and then we're moving the next show to Saturday at 1 p.m. Central. All the singles for all the people overseas. Okay?
Perfect.
I love you guys. Have a great night. Go watch this on Get Back Up TV if you want. Peace. Joy, I love you too. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.